Welcome back to 45 News Utah. I have not been doing as many or any YouTube videos lately due to the fact that I've been running on Facebook. Facebook has allowed the live stream, so I've been doing just the news on Facebook alone, nothing to do with YouTube. But today we're going to start a YouTube video just for the craps and giggles. Hopefully YouTube will get up to enough subscribers to actually go live every day. And I could do a YouTube Live versus doing a Facebook Live. Facebook Live is not bad, but I'd like to be able to link the two accounts together and go forward and then move on to Rumble. But let's get into this. John Thune, I guess, wins secret ballot to become new Senate GOP leader, succeeding Mitch McConnell. Everybody ready for this? This is going to be insane with the new leadership of House GOP. I don't know. Hopefully the guy's good. Hopefully he's good. Let's get some stuff going. Elon Musk is going to tear up, him and Vivek Ramaswamy is going to tear up the government finances, get ready for a bunch of firing, laying off. In the U.S. government slush fund known as employment, we're going to see a lot of people lose their jobs. Get ready for some very painful time for people that are living off of the jobs that don't really exist. This is going to be a painful shot in the arm for the Biden pandemic era. But we have to do it. There's no choice. If we don't get rid of this government overspending, we're never going to cut the $35 trillion debt. One thing you'll learn as time goes on, if they can't pay the debt off, they destroy your dollar. That's what's happened. They destroyed the value of the dollar. It's nothing to do with the actual debt. It's to do with the fact that they can't pay it back, so they just destroy the value of your dollar. They cut goods, supplies, services. COVID had a lot to do with that. Another way they can make a lot of ways to increase the price of goods and services is war. Anything to do with instability, Putin's price hikes, the Yemenis attacking the ships, Straits of Hormuz. That stuff is all money makers for them to cause hyperinflation, to destroy, like Janet Yellen said back in the day. Inflation is just transitory, which it is not transitory. And it never was transitory. It was a good way to kill the $35 trillion debt, $1 trillion in debt every 90 days. Value of the debt itself. So welcome to reality, everybody. America's going to get a real huge reality check really quickly. It's sad, I know, but the jobs that are there, government jobs, are fake. There's no funding for these jobs. Getting rid of the Federal Reserve is another thing that's being talked about. If they eliminate the private bankers and this monster from Jekyll Island known as the Federal Reserve, these guys have stolen absolute trillions and trillions of dollars from us. They've caused massive inflation. This is why the working class can never get ahead, is because of the Reserve. They hand out cheap money to bankers, and that's what the problem is. This stuff's got to stop. And the different NGOs that these so-called representatives get out, they get money for their little special interest groups. Their special interest groups go out, they cause all this chaos, division, destruction, Green New Deals, save the planet, money thrown in every direction at these nonsensical NGOs. There's trillions of dollars been thrown into this insanity, like the EV plugins, like we're finding out, didn't go through. All this has to stop, everybody, or BRICS is going to stomp a mud hole in your face, in my face. We're going to be working for just debt. That's going to be what we work for. That's already where we are today. So here on 45 News Utah, I will tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie about stuff like most people will. Most news commentators are going to be, Trump thanks Biden for a smooth transition during the historical White House meeting. Next, tonight at 9. This stuff isn't going to happen here. Biden congratulates Trump during historical Oval Office meeting. I would say Trump and Biden are closer now than they ever have been, because Biden's seen what the Democratic Party can do for a $1.2 trillion massive money grab known as the Kamala Harris campaign. The last dying breath of the elites is they stole the money and ran like hell. That's what it is. So Kamala didn't have a snowball's chance in hell. They knew that they could baffle enough people with mainstream media on their side. Maybe that'd be enough if they got Taylor Swift involved, be enough people, the Swifties going, oh, Kamala. Didn't work. All that money was wasted. Stars made a bunch of money show up and say they supported her. The elites made a ton of money off this. Get it through your head, everybody. Kamala was just a big money-making scam. That's all she was. They made a ton of money. Ton of money off her. House GOP to elect Trump-era leadership amid mutiny threat as president-elect returns to D.C. House of Cards. So I don't know if this Mike guy over the House of Representatives is going to stay in. I'm not too sure. House Majority Whip Tom Emmer left speaks to Mike Johnson. His name is Johnson. The Majority Leader, Stephen Scalise, are running for their same roles. Okay. Each of the four leaders will still have to pitch themselves to the House Republican Conference on Wednesday morning, and the election is expected later this afternoon. But contests, okay, so these three guys are running for the Speaker of the House. Okay? That's what they're after. There's three guys, Mike Johnson, Whip, Tom Emmer, and Steve Scalise are all running for House Speaker. But contests are expected for the number 5 and 6 House GOP leadership roles. Who cares? So anyway, they're all fighting for this. It's a big fight for the President Trump White House. The big news is Vivek Ramaswamy, Kristi Noem, Elon Musk. Musk. I call him Musk because he's the mask of the Cylon. Live coverage awaiting remarks from Senate Republicans after Thun wins majority leadership. Okay, well, whatever. Liberal talk show co-hosts offer rare praise for Trump likely appointment picks. These talk show hosts are out of their gourd because their ratings are plummeting. They lost the liberal left insaniacs that weren't paying attention to what happens. Trump's going to eliminate taxes on overtime, which should have been done 2 decades ago. Overtime should never be taxed. It should be free and clear of any taxes because being forced to go over the 40-hour work week above and beyond the call of duty should be rewarded with no taxation. Right now, it's horrible taxation. So that's included in Trump's tax bill. You can look it up for yourself. No overtime tax. That is huge. President-elect, okay, so we got that going on. Dem incumbent refuses to concede Senate race as Schumer welcomes McCormick. It's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. So, we're going to have the sinuses as usual. This is never going to go away. Everybody, it's the way it is. My immune system at least is not killing me through lupus or anything like that. So, thank goodness I did quit smoking. This is 2 weeks and a day since I have quit smoking completely. Very tough times, but starting to breathe again. But the allergies, this massive immune system is insane. It's not going to stop. So I'm going to try to get through all this. Hopefully there's greener pastures. If not, we just die, right? That's the way it is. Just going to die. Who cares? It is what it is. So I'll be happy we're here. Trump election victory goes beyond his gains in competitive battleground states. If you look at Arizona, New Mexico, is going to see a big change. Colorado, too, here pretty quick. Looks like the Duchesne Vernal went blue. You know, there is a lot of blue that went out, but let's see what happens after the mass deportation because we got 50 million people in our country illegally. We'll see what happens when housing prices starts coming down. What's going to happen? It's going to cause we're going to get people back in homes. Mark my words. The single family home is going to become affordable again. There's going to be an excess. Get ready, everybody. If Trump could mass deport 50 million illegal aliens that come here, what you're looking at about 20 million to 30 million will actually get deported because the rest can seek asylum, but that's only temporary. Asylum seekers that have been approved are going to lose their time. It's going to take too long to get their application approved. So the majority of the people that come here at 50 billion is going to leave, and that's going to leave all the houses, the apartments, used vehicles, the mass amount of profits has been made off commodities, traders, food, water, housing, shelter. All this stuff's going to come crashing down. Get ready. If Trump deports the illegals, those people came here illegally, all the housing is going to open up. all the rentals, all this stuff that's being used now for housing illegal immigrants. Those that came broke our laws. Those that broke our laws illegally came here are going to have to leave. And it's going to make life affordable again. Make life affordable again. That means you're going to have thousands of houses, apartments open up all over the big cities, all over the small towns that were housing illegal immigrants. This will be the largest deportation in American history. I think that they do have people do have some semblance where they could fight back, but realistically, no. This was Biden-Harris saying the door's wide open, come in, but the law says no. You could try, you could do it, kick and scream the whole way. There's nothing you could do. The law is the law. You came here illegally. You're told it was okay to come in, but you were lied to. Now it's time to leave. Because the price of housing, the price of rentals, anybody with half a brain that's actually functioning in an economy that's overpriced, overvalued, sees the facts that the rich just made themselves richer of causing mass strangulation of the basics that have put people in the streets, that have caused death, destruction, homelessness, and poverty throughout the general population, the American population. Drug use, all that stuff was all a part of hopelessness when mass migration hit. So there's always an action or reaction. When you have one action with 50 million people or 20 million people, whatever, you're going to displace a lot of people that are just barely hanging on by their fingertips, and you're going to take a lot of opportunity away from the people that are already there that are struggling after COVID. And what happened will be talked about for generations to come. I think that in the future, you're going to see the pullback of this insanity. I think a lot of people look at the mainstream media, the Democratic Party, and say, wait a minute, this made the rich richer, open borders, caused mass profit margins, strangulated the basic working American to how to find a place to live when there's millions and millions and millions of immigrants looking for a place to live that are subsidized. This was probably one of the worst experiments into democracy that I think that America could ever have given to its own people. When you move 50 million people across the border, you have a major problem with shortages, and it makes the rich guy rich. It's what it is. It's an artificial baby boom. So now Trump's coming in. If he deports everybody, best thing to do if you're here illegal, self-deport, because you came, you saw, you got some money. Take that knowledge back to your home country. Build drywall, stucco houses. You can put up drywall sheets faster than you can put up, paper notes on a wall. Get it done. Get back in your home country. Start to work on cement, drywalls, gypsum mines. Find a way to make your home countries prosperous. Take your construction knowledge, your knowledge on infrastructure, wiring, take that back to your home countries. Benefit. Fight to get your country into BRICS or into the U.S. currency where you're viable. Fight in your country to get AC, air conditioning, and heating where you need to have it. Fight to bring American values to your country as far as affordability, which is we're losing here, but just the basic commodities for each family where everybody's taken care of. Welfare systems, social security systems, but also fight to get to where the rich don't own the countryside and that everybody else has to live in a box. That's all got to stop. We have to go to each country and realize that the rich oligarchs, the rich kings of England, the upper class of white colonialism in Central South America and all the way through Africa and all that needs to be put out once and for all, and the land needs to be opened up to the people where we can provide subdivisions and we can work with nature in a real working with nature. Instead of making preserves for a lion, we need to make preserves for humanity. Remember, if the Lord is your shepherd, you don't back predators, you are a sheep. So we need to take care of the flock. Hopefully those that get deported could take this knowledge with them back to their home countries and say, no, we want it like this. We want freedom and democracy in our country. We don't want this stuff you guys call freedom and democracy. We went to America. We tasted it. We can build a better union inside our countries that we fled from, and that will start the revolution and it'll change the world. Literally, we can change the world because the old guys are dead. The question is just don't let the new guys take over the old guys' position with the same ideology, the brainwashing. We have the ability now to go to massive preserves, nature preserves, where they have this huge hunting bands, and people like in Africa can't touch, entire continents locked up from the people. We need to open that up. Same with Central South America. Open it up to the people. Stop the environmentalists. Stop this insanity. You're either working with Christ and you're taking care of the earth like we're supposed to as Christians, or you're with Satan and you're working with Satan to bulldoze and destroy it, or you're working with the people and with God and with the Savior to provide housing and sanctuary for all God's children. We should all be working together on this. Stop this insanity madness of the oligarchs. Anyway, I'm going to switch over to Facebook. RFK Jr., Robert F. Kennedy Jr. comes. It's coming, everybody. It's gonna get great. The new world's coming. Immigrants, take your stuff back to your countries. Fix your country. That's all I can say for that. Mass deportation. Deport yourselves. Take that knowledge back home before you're deported and you're labeled a felon for not leaving the country. Get out now. Get it done. Get back. Get back into your own country. Then we can make a world worth it. We can make a world worth it. We can make a world where we can travel and see each other, and there's no worries about borders because we'll all go back home. We don't have to worry about a mass population moving in, because when you come from a place that everybody takes care of everybody, like the kingdom of the Lord that's coming, when we all act like this is the kingdom, we take care of each other, nobody has to flee. And that's what we should be working for as a people, instead of what we're seeing today, mass migration for votes, or to make the rich rich. This all has to stop, everybody. That's my message to everyone. And gun crimes and robberies and all this stuff can stop too if we actually took care of each other and nobody was left out in the cold. And we quit idolizing rapper gangsters and monsters known as artists or known as actors that lie to you. We start worshiping the Lord for the love that we're supposed to be sharing for one another, for each other, for the earth. Everything changes overnight, everybody. Everything changes overnight. So anyway, thanks for watching.